lovely to have your company, and I hope you're really going to enjoy our fabulous 2-hour show. This is a very special show. It's part 2 in the 3-part mini-series that we're enjoying this week, and it's dedicating the 2 hours to 40 years of L'Occitane. And in honour of that, we have got our L'Occitane team with us. Claire is with us, who we'll be chatting to a little bit later, and Alexis is with me right now too.
Hello,
nice to see you.
great to be here.
Now, 40 years of L'Occitane, how many of those years have you been with the company?
Almost 20.
Wow, that's
yes,
incredible,
and it's
isn't it?
flown by, so most...
Michelle, for anyone who's not familiar with L'Occitane.
I would say we are...
Goodness, speaking of affordable luxury, we have some extra special treats in this show for you. It's a 2-hour special show, remember. And of course, because we're crossing over into the 9 o'clock hour, it means there's a bargain hunter on the way, just letting you know. There's so many other surprises too. Shall we take a little peek at some of the things that are coming up? Because there are some gorgeous delights that I think you need to have a nice little look at. So first of all, we have got an 8-piece travel collection for you. It is beautiful, so let's just take a look at that just here. Look at all the gorgeous pieces. Now, something that you didn't get to see yesterday, we've saved some special goodies for you. This is something that I order regularly. Now it's time, though, to start things off with a top find for you, and this is extra, extra special. Brand comments already. We've got a comment from Claire Stevens who says, I'm in heaven. I've gone almond mad, but please, please, more honey.
Oh, well, honey's come.
We showed you at the start of the show. They're not the only things, obviously, in the 2 hours. It's a full 2-hour show, so any questions, do get them coming through. Shall we get into it and try
Absolutely.
it? I can't wait.
So I mentioned they are limited edition and in celebration of the 40th anniversary, and you will feel the difference. And like you, Catherine, when I first started working for L'Occitane, I was in my 20s.
What we're moving on to now is an example of sometimes what happens. Occasionally, we have to say goodbye to stock under a certain item number. When the find is continue it, it's heaven for hands. Hands have never been so clean. They're talking about how lovely this
clean.
is.
They smell really clean. Although you don't have a citrus note or a floral note in it, it's very warm, it's comforting, it's nurturing.
Yeah.
And that's why the whole fact on the QVC website, and it will be in tomorrow night's show, they're beautiful.
It does smell so different. That was nothing like I was expecting it to smell at all.
So gorgeous.
Lovely.
And we sell this.
There's something almost powdery about it.
There is a little bit of powderiness to it. And in fact, when Claire had them in her store in Richmond...
Oh,
really? Okay.
It's a little bit naughty.
Oh, really?
Look it up.
OK, you'll have to tell me in the break.
But was she smiling by the end of it?
I'm not quite sure.
OK.
So, look...
Really nice to have your company this evening. And if you are not a regular to the L'Occitane shows, it's a great opportunity to really get to understand this brand. It's very likely that you've seen it in the high street. Maybe you've been to the airports. Maybe you've been to certain lovely department stores and you've seen the collection. You're familiar with the name. Well, QVC is a place where you can really explore things. You can find something new, discover things that you really love, because we give you the chance to try it with our 30-day money-back guarantee. We also bring you the expert guests along as well. So we've been chatting to Alexis. She's coming back very shortly, giving her a quick breather. And Claire is joining us now. And
Hello.
It's so nice to have you with us.
Thank
and
you.
You're just down the road at the Richmond store, we were saying before.
Yeah, absolutely. I can just sip pepper coming through to that nutmeg and cinnamon. So it's kind of got a really fantastic warmth to it.
From you?
Absolutely. Have a little splosh. It's so easy.
Some days you might want to have a much more long and lingering sort of in the bath experience, but sometimes you just want something that's quick and it's going to do the job really well and leave you smelling luscious.
Yep, so just to confirm, the shower gel here is 250 ml. I think for a Hivers and Herds collection, go for the Verbena, because it's simple and it's just so unisex. It's fresh, it's clean, it's uplifting. Now, lastly, but not...
The fact that you can try this for yourself, I would urge you to go and have a look and see what you'd pay, even just for the serum on its own. Giving you a bit of a clue there. The value in here is fantastic, even if you were only buying the serum. Have a look on the L'Occitane website, though. Do your own homework. You've got 30 days to try it out, though, with us. I think that's what makes all the difference when you're shopping with QVC. You know you've got 30 days to try it in your own home. If you don't see a difference, or if you just don't feel it suits you, or you just don't like the colour of the packaging, it can be anything at all, and you can send it back, and we're not going to dispute that with you. So you try it for yourself. If you're not happy, we give you your money back. Thank you so much for joining us.
Milk Veil is beautiful because it's rich, it's hydrating, but its
skin needs a lot of moisture.
So does mine.
You know, a little bit like tinted moisturiser. Some people think, well, no, if I wanted a moisturiser, I'll use that, and then I'll use a foundation for full coverage. Don't think that you won't get the equivalent of coverage.
It's so deep and nourishing and moisturising on the skin. brides. Anybody getting married this
thinking
year?
bridesmaids
on your,
too.
You know, on your décolleté, that gorgeous sparkle, bare arms, bare legs. I don't know if you can see. I mean, it's literally
it's hard to show up because it doesn't look like you're wearing makeup, but there is that...
For the shower, and I unwrapped a Bon Mer soap for the hand basin because my husband Scott loves to use a bar of soap to wash his hands with. I'm more of a liquid soap girl. And it just looks gorgeous by the sink, and they lather up beautifully.
Oh, Peach.
There are
Sorry.
100 grams each in size. They're all triple milled, which means they go through a milling process 3 times. What you end up with is a soap which is very soft. You get a lovely... Sorry, the foam is...
And now we are enjoying a 2-hour special L'Occitane show, and it's the second part in the 3-part mini-series that's taking place over yesterday, today and tomorrow. This 2-hour show is dedicated to celebrating 40 years. Not for you within those 30 days. Simply send back what you haven't used and we will refund your purchase price, whether you've paid in easy payments or you pay all in one go. That's one of the things that we've really become famous for, and we've always done that, and that's in the space of 23 years now. If people sent back everything that they bought from QVC, we wouldn't still be here today. So just sort of something to bear in mind if you're newer to us. Give us a try. Now, it's important to mention every evening at this time we bring you a bargain hunter, but it's the only time in that day that you're going to see that particular product or collection of products. One other thing to mention is that more often than not, whenever I tune in, I seem to see the bargain hunters sell out because we give you such a great deal. Let's take a look at what we've got here for you.
I recommend.
And Joan Barnes was asking along the same vein, I'd like to ask, is it OK for pregnant ladies to use Verbena products?
It is.
Yeah, because I'm actually thinking that I had both of my babies in the height of summer. They're July babies. And when it was hot over the weekend, I was thinking...
And tonight I shall be using my marvellous 3 cherry. I've sold out. OK.
No, both options. You silly Huntley.
So, Catherine, today, when my memory was working really well...
So good to have you with us. I hope you're enjoying the show as much as we are. It's fantastic to have the celebration of 3 2-hour shows during the course of... What day was it yesterday? Was it Monday? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
I've no idea where we are.
I'm lost as well.
I know I'm here today. I know I'm here. This is the only Verbena shower gel I think we've got for the rest of the mini-series.
So popular. Oh, dear, that was so cute. I love that, seeing Claire on the telly. Do you know, it's funny how many people you get clamouring into a studio when there's food on offer. Now,
we had a tasting session at lunchtime.
Oh, how nice.
Very delicate.
Mine tend to end in either a squeak or a really loud...
Oh, we have heard you.
Chew.
Yes, I've heard
a
you.
chew.
I've heard you squeak.
It's very undainty. Really, really bad.
And then last but not... We're just rearranging ourselves.
We are. In that little breather, I was sticking my legs straight out like that.
I'm pretzeling, jiggling
because I was
around.
doing my pretzel legs, the best possible taste. And they were just so wrapped up that I think I'm giving myself a bad hip. So I'm going to undo my legs. Well, not completely, but you know what I mean. Let's move on. What we've got right now for you is the 2-piece ultra-rich shea body lotion. And
it's not far off one of those, is it?
Have a look. Well, by the time you add it all up, it's not far off being half the price you would expect to pay for this amount that you're getting there. That's all I'm going to say. Have a look for yourself. I know that we shouldn't focus solely on price, but for me personally, when it's something that I really love, brilliant if I can get an excellent price.
Especially, you know, Almond Oil is absolutely a super-sized duo with the pump this side of Christmas again. It may be next year because they're only limited availability. Shelf life...
In Meninda. And thanks